What do you think, guys? Did you see this one? Barclays to buy back 17.6 billion of securities sold in error. I'm kind of curious. Do you think they stopped the squeeze in March? Let's look through the articles. Let's look at the charts. Let's see if maybe that makes sense. It says London Barclays has published terms to buy back up to 17.6 billion of securities sold in breach of U.S. regulations, potentially offering investors a premium above face value to resolve an error that has blighted its CEO's first year in office. So the lender said the so-called rescission offer will commence from August 1st and will be open for a period of 30 business days. They didn't disclose how much will actually this will cost them in total, but it says that there's more than 3,000 securities that were affected in this deal. So I wonder if maybe a couple of our favorites, AMC, GME, were possibly in those 3,000 securities. I think there might be. We'll look at the charts. It says Barclays is expected to set aside 1.2 billion in litigation and conduct charges. So it goes on to read another interesting part that I thought you guys would like. It says analysts expect that the cost to be somewhat offset by a hedge placed by Barclays once it first identified the overissuance problem with who? With Credit Suisse banking analyst penciling in a £720 million gain on this hedge in a note published earlier this month. Said the lender said on March 28th that it had oversold a range of complex structured and exchange traded notes, overshooting by about 75%. It's insane. My cat's saying hi. You guys want to say hi? Say hi, Gus. Look. Hi. I don't know. They're a nightmare. They only want to come around when the camera's on. But going into that, what's a rescission offer? Basically, does it mean that they're going to go back into the exchange and buy all of these securities back? No, not necessarily. It says how a rescission works. It involves canceling a contract and treating it as though it never existed by ensuring that all its affected and all that its effects are eliminated to return all parties to their original state. Things that were exchanged, such as money, must be returned. So it's kind of like they're just being able to make this right. So they hedged against it, looked like they profited off of it, and now they can go ahead and just make it right with money, not with buying back the securities that they sold that they didn't have, which would lead to probably naked shorts, right? I would say it would be a form of a naked short if you're selling something that you don't even have and you never borrowed. And it says the problem dates back to as far as March 28th. So what happened in the charts around that time? Well, let's look at AMC. Here's March 28th. We were on that run, possibly, could be a squeeze, nice run up. Were they overselling here even to control it? We're dating back to March 28th, so it's not saying that it couldn't have happened on March 29th, March 30th. It's just we see a blood of red from there. So did they oversell to stop the squeeze? Were they partially involved? Did they know what was going on and were the fall guy? What happened in GME? Here's March 28th on the run up. You guys all know what happened. Both of them were pretty much halted at the exact same time. And from there, the sell-off, the blood continued. So were two of our favorites possibly involved in the whole Barclays debacle? Was Credit Suisse involved? Did they know what was going on? Were they the fall guy? I don't know. What were your thoughts? What did you read through the article? Did you pick up any of this? If you did, drop it in the comments. You're always welcome to hit the like button. You're welcome to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the updates. But I just find it a little bit interesting that they're dating back to as far as March 28th, and we all know what went down that day. That's all I got for you this time. I'll talk to you in the next one. As always, stay golden, people, and may your accounts stay green.